Marie. I'm one of Shannon's many cousins. And I want to start thanking Joey for his speech. I'll try not to be that long, but and thanking all of you guys for being here. So I'm a few years older than Shannon, and which means I've known her for literally her entire life. And my first memory of her, and this is 100% the truth, I didn't make it up for the wedding speech, is being in the bathroom of our grandparents' house and helping my mom potty train her, which I knew nothing about, but I'm sure it doesn't come to a surprise, as a surprise to you guys, that Shannon is super stubborn, and I can confirm that she has been that way since she was a toddler. It did not work that day. And my next memory of us together is from a couple years after that, and we were also at our grandparents' house. Some sort of like party or family get together, and for reasons like totally unknown to me, and I'm sure Shannon, she decided to follow me around like the entire party. And I was like pretty delighted, right? I was like 5 years old and had this little kid following me around, and I went up to my mom and I was like, Shannon made a new friend today. It's me. So we've remained close for a long time, and although she no longer follows me around just like that, there's always been a sense of attachment between us, and neither of us have any sisters, so we kind of made do with the next best thing. Although there was a time in our teenage years where we decided we were never going to live together because that would be really bad, and our fridge would be filled only with coffee and frozen pizza. Which, like, I wish was an exaggeration, but it would not be. So, seeing that we've known each other for so long, we've had plenty of time to plan things. You could call it a hobby of ours, planning. We've planned for like normal things, like normal people plan for, like vacations and careers and even future children. And we've also planned for really weird things, like the exact song the others should play if someone died in like a tragic boating accident. I still have the list somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what was the song?
Don't worry about it.
We'll find out after the boating accident. So naturally, we've had a lot of time to plan our weddings, from dresses to flowers to keeping our fingers crossed that the older cousins would have the common decency to produce cute enough children to be flower girls and ring bearers, which you did, so thank you. Shannon and Will had just started seeing each other when this wedding planning really started to take off for the first time. And I remember distinctly asking her if Will was going to be the guy she was going to marry. And I'm sorry. Okay. But she said, oh no, Will isn't the type of guy you marry. It won't be him. And I said, okay, like, guess this is not serious. I won't ask about it again.
It was violent.
So keep in mind, like, I didn't meet Will for a really long time. He was kept a little bit of a secret, and so I still hadn't met him. And after a couple years, they're still together. So I started bringing it up. I said, "Do you think you're gonna marry him? Is he the one?" And seems like a little serious. So just like Shannon took her time this time to answer, and she was like, "Well, yeah." Like, okay, he might be marriage material if no one else comes along, if nothing happens. So, okay, right, so another couple years go by, and we're back at the wedding planning again. She's planning her dress, and all of a sudden she like says something about Will being there on that day. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask one more time. Is he gonna be the guy at the end of the aisle? And I didn't know, how she'd respond. To which she looked at me like I was absolutely crazy and goes, Marie, of course I'm going to marry Will. I love him. So I will end with saying that any man who sticks around long enough from not the type of guy you marry to of course I'm marrying him is well worth 10 years of wedding planning. So with love and happiness and a little bit of stubbornness, I ask if you please raise your glass to our bride and groom.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,